Hello and welcome to 180 Seconds of News for Monday the 15th of March 2021. If you have just discovered our channel, we are here for you with new videos on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, plus also with the release of major news stories to keep you updated so that you can use this to help your teams or people understand what is happening behind the headlines. Please either show this video or alternatively please use the material in the video to present to others in your own way. With both International Women's Day and Mothering Sunday all within the same week, we wanted to dedicate our video to all women and the right to live a safe life without fear from attack from men. A right you'd expect here in the UK in 2021. The death of Sarah Everard and the charging of a police officer last week with her murder is the element to bring this into the necessary sharp focus, then followed by the poor handling of the vigil on Saturday evening by the police. This has understandably caused an outcry by all in the tactics used. When you compare the Clapham Common style of policing to those in Scotland the previous weekend, when Glasgow Rangers supporters took to the street in numbers, with a lack of social distance to celebrate, there appears to be an enormous gulf between the two. We are at a pivotal moment in our history. Now's the time to say enough is enough. We can't live in fear anymore, one MP said this weekend. In a tiny cul-de-sac in Brixton, less than 2 miles away from the violent scenes on Clapham Common, 3 households stood on their doorsteps in silence. Their heads bowed, their faces blank, and their hands all holding a candle. This unified pose had not been planned in advance. The only thing that had been was the time of the vigil, 9:30 p.m. But when the time came, the neighbours moved all as one. Among them was a family of 7 with 2 young children. Despite the biting wind, they too stood motionless for several minutes. Their houses were just metres away from where Sarah Everard went missing. But it's not just Brixton that's been brought to a standstill by her suspected murder. This sombre scene would have played out on the streets up and down the country, as thousands took part in virtual and doorstep vigils that campaigners hope will shine a light on the issue of violence against women. As part of the Reclaim These Streets movement, which organised the vigils, although the event in Clapham Common was cancelled, the group was given the green light for much smaller gathering on Brixton Hill. 2 groups of 6 women placed 118 candles, one for every woman killed by a man in the last year, at the foot of 2 trees, before holding a moment of silence. We are at a really pivotal moment in our history, said Rosanna Allen Khan, who is a Member of Parliament for Tooting. Now is the time to say enough is enough. We can't live in fear anymore. She was one of 3 local MPs in attendance at an event which was sanctioned because it was classified as a commemoration of life. People were looking to come together to hold a very decent vigil, socially distanced that would have been marshalled. People would have dispersed within an hour. With reports called for in the handling of the event at Clapham, this topic of conversation will rightly continue. Thank you for watching 180 Seconds of News. See you in the next one.